Eagles, I'm Michaela Fleming.
And I'm Justin Murray.
You're watching Eagle News, your number one source for everything happening on campus.
Let's head over to current events to see what's happening around the world.
My name is Sanchez.
And I'm Alexander Cerda.
As of Valentine's Day 2026, the United States government is in a partial shutdown due to funding complications in the Department of Homeland Security.
This government shutdown will affect, but is not limited to, the Coast Guard, TSA, FEMA, and the Secret Service. Though not funded, they are considered essential and will be expected to work through this shutdown with payment complications.
Unlike these other programs, ICE and U.S. border operations are stated to continue mostly unabated due to billions of funding from Trump's 2025 tax and spending cut law.
Speaking of Trump, the newly created Peace Board has gathered in Washington for their inaugural meeting. This meeting will include President himself, Jared Kushner, and Steve Witkoff, and over 40 countries' representatives.
Members of this board have pledged $5 billion in funding towards Gaza's reconstruction, with members also expected to unveil thousands of personnel for international stabilization and policy.
In international news, it has been confirmed that 150 to 200 BlackRock mercenaries have been signed to a 10-year contract with the provincial Haitian government to combat gangs and reassert government control.
These mercenaries have organized within Port-au-Prince, importing armored vehicles, drones, and specialized weapons. These mercenaries, along with the Haitian National Police, the Armored Forces of Haiti, and Prime Minister's Task Force, and the Gang Suppression Force, have most recently been launching raids against the most prominent Haitian gang leader known as Barbecue.
This is all we have today.
That's my line. It's my line. Stay Haitian, and now...
Here is a bulletin from CBS News.
Breaking news from the current events team. On Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, El Mencho, the leader of the CJNG cartel, also known as Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación, or in English, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was killed in his hometown of Jalisco, Mexico. Since then, riots have broken out, such as burnings of cars to stop military attacks and movements, along with general mayhem and havoc such as gunfights. Many of these places targeted are cities and states such as Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, and Jalisco itself in that general region. It has been speculated, or more so confirmed, that the attack itself on El Mencho was between the Mexican army and American forces, who were trained early in February to help take him out. Due to the recency of this news, as this just occurred today as it's being filmed, February 22nd, 2026, some things are left to be invalid, incorrect, or seemingly just left out. But this is what the information we have on the current events team. Thank you for your time. And now, on to announcements.
Good morning, Lassiter students. My name is Ryan Cook.
And I'm Judith Hernandez, and these are your announcements for this week.
Calling all artists, the studio art field trip with Miss Lechuga will be taking place on the 25th from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So make sure you mark your calendar for a fantastic trip.
Speaking of trips, we have another one ahead, so let's give our ACTEC team a huge round of applause. They'll be heading to Corpus Christi from February 26th through the 28th, so make sure to wish them the best of luck.
Celebrate National Black History Month by joining us for Lassiter's Family Game Night this Friday. It'll be an incredible day of family and games, so don't miss out.
That is definitely a night you do not want to miss. And on that same day, TELPA's listening and speaking test will be taking place in the morning for a select group of students.
And the fun doesn't stop there. Students, make sure to bring your family to the Family Day picnic that will take place at the Kids Springs Park on March 7th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join us for an afternoon filled with community connection and celebration, along with food, games, and music for our Lassiter families. We can't wait to see you there.
Seniors, you are officially approaching a huge milestone. Saturday, May 30th, class of 2026 will graduate. Make sure to check the flyer for more information.
That wraps up this week's announcements. Now let's hear from shoutouts.
Hello, I'm Emiliano Martinez.
And I'm Anaya Courtney.
Congratulations to Montreal for making it to the semifinals.
Shout out to Yearbook for their hard work on their photo booth.
Make sure to wish ACTEC good luck on their competition over the weekend.
Congratulations to Ms. Jimenez for becoming our new financial clerk and parent license.
Also, be sure to wish esports good luck for the competition on March 7th.
Thank you to everyone who contributed to the Baybox fundraiser.
Remember to submit your shoutouts through S'more or through the Eagle Hub.
That's all for shoutouts. Now on to our next segment.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ayana Jefferson.
And I'm Dawson Dozier. Let's take a look at what the Sky Star played for us this week.
Moving into Monday, expect plenty of sunshine as we kick off into the new week, with a high of 60 and a low of 39.
On Tuesday, we'll see a few clouds and sunshine, warming up to a high of 70 and a low of 42.
By Wednesday, it'll be warm through high clouds, reaching a high of 79 and a low of 56.
Thursday stays warm with a mix of clouds and sunshine, bringing a high of 67 and a low of 53.
And finally, on Friday, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 44.
So whether it's light jackets in the morning or short sleeves in the afternoon, we're in for a warm week. Stay prepared. And now.
Hello, my name is Audrey Alvarez. Hello, my name is Anna Jefferson, and these are your last 2 birthdays from February 23rd to March 9th. Happy birthday to
Nayla Hernandez, Jacob Hernandez, Becker Hernandez Lugo, Gabriela Loredo Reyes, Alexa Hernandez,
Alfredo Morenzo, Jesus Mondragon, Cesar Diaz Nunes, and Montserrat Martinez.
If you see these students in the hallways, don't forget to wish them a happy birthday.
And now, on to the next segment.
Hello, I'm Herdo Camacho.
And I'm Cesar Delgado.
And welcome back to another Banger Club announcement. After school clubs are ACTEC with Ms. Termin on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:30. Robotics with Mr. Ramirez on Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:30. And dance with Coach Dawson on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:30.
Debate on Thursday with Ms. Colley from 3:30 to 4:30. Mock trial with Mr. Scott on Thursdays and Fridays from 3:30 to 4:30. Esports on Mondays with Ms. Lewis and Ms. James from 3:30 to 4:30. And chess on Tuesdays with Mr. Quillen from 3:30 to 4:30.
And now, a word with Brian Hernandez from ACTEC.
Hello, I'm Herdo Camacho, and I'm here with
Brian Hernandez.
What made you decide to join ACTEC in the first place?
Well, in the first place, I was actually recommended it by one of my cousins, which was a former senior. So she told me it would look great to college admissions with it being a pretty rigorous academic competition and could even provide some skills that you could use in the future.
That's interesting. What is your favorite part of ACTEC?
My favorite part would probably honestly be the team, as all of 9 of us are in the same struggle of doing different tests, and all of us try to support each other even if it gets hard.
That's nice. What could you recommend people who want to join but are still uncertain of joining?
I would tell them, give it a shot. It could be hard, but there's also not much you could lose with just trying.
That's good. Thank you.
Remember to exit through C building or wait in the student center after school for your sponsor to come and get you.
That's it for clubs. Now on to yearbooks.
Whoa, Michaela, you look stressed out.
I'm not stressed. I'm looking at the amount of yearbooks we have left.
How many are left?
90.
Only 90? That's fine. I'll just grab mine in April.
That's probably a bad idea. If you wait until after spring break, the prices will rise from $50 to $70. And then when they arrive at school, they'll go up to $100.
$100? Oh no! I'm gonna go buy mine right now.
Great! You can buy your yearbook at yearbookforever.com. All you have to do is search up our school Lassiter. Yearbooks are $50 as of right now. The quarter ad page packet is $95. This package includes the yearbook and one personalized ad. The half page packet is $120. This package includes the yearbook and one personalized ad. And lastly, the full ad package includes the yearbook and one full page. This is $200. The sale ends on March the 10th, 2026.
What if I get confused on the upload process?
If you have any questions, you can find Valeria Moreno or Annalise Gonzalez. They're our editors-in-chiefs. Don't be like Dawson here and wait till the last second. Get yours today. And
now on to the next segment.
Hello everyone, I'm Morgan Ford and welcome back to Eagle News Sports.
And I'm Evo. Today we're kicking things off with some exciting NBA news about the All-Star Game.
That's right, the rosters for the All-Star Game variety teams have been announced and we're in treat for some of the league's biggest stars. Let's take a quick look at who's representing the U.S. Stars, U.S. Stripes, and the World Team.
For the U.S. Stars, we've got some heavy hitters including Scotty Barnes from the Raptors, Devin Booker from the Suns, and Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves. These guys have been lighting up all season long, and they're really exciting to watch.
We've also got Tyrese Maxey from the 76ers who've been on fire, and the young duo from the Pistons, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. It's going to be a high-energy squad with a lot of firepower.
On the USA Stripes, except Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, Jalen Brunson from the Kicks, Kevin Durant from the Rockets, LeBron James also making appearances, looking to add another All-Star Game appearance to his resume.
And don't forget about Brandon Ingram and De'Aaron Fox, both filling in as injury replacements for Giannis and Stephen Curry. They're going to bring some serious talent to the game.
The World Team is stacked too. Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama will be representing Europe.
It was shaped up to be one of the most competitive and entertaining All-Star games yet. Now let's switch gears a bit and have some fun with a little sports trivia.
Yes, it's time to test your knowledge. Here's a fun one for you. Basketball fans, which NBA player holds the record for the most points in the single All-Star game?
That's a tough one. My guess would be Wilt Chamberlain. He was a scoring machine back in the day.
A great guess, but the answer is Kobe Bryant. He scored 37 points in the 2011 NBA All-Star Game, which remains the record to this day.
Wow, that's a legend right there. Thanks for playing along.
And that wraps up this week's sports update. We'll be back next time with more exciting highlights and news.
Be sure to tune in to the NBA. Hello everyone, I'm Morgan Ford and welcome back to Eagle News Sports.
And I'm Evu. Today we're kicking things off with some exciting NBA news about the All-Star Game.
That's right, the rosters for the All-Star Game variety teams have been announced and we're intrigued for some of the league's biggest stars. Let's take a quick look at who's representing the U.S. Stars, U.S. Stripes, and the World Team.
For the U.S. Stars, we've got some heavy hitters including Scotty Barnes from the Raptors, Devin Booker from the Suns, and Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves. These guys have been lighting up all season long and they're really exciting to watch.
We've also got Tyrese Maxey from the 76ers who've been on fire, and the young duo from the Pistons, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. It's going to be a high-energy squad with a lot of firepower.
On the USA Stripes, except Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, Jalen Brunson from the Kings, Kevin Durant from the Rockets, LeBron James also making appearances, looking to add another All-Star Game appearance to his resume.
And don't forget about Brandon Ingram and De'Aaron Fox, both filling in as injury replacements for Giannis and Stephen Curry. They're going to bring some serious talent to the game.
The World Team is stacked too. Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama will be representing Europe.
It was shaped up to be one of the most competitive and entertaining All-Star games yet. Now let's switch gears a bit and have some fun with a little sports trivia.
Yes, it's time to test your knowledge. Here's a fun one for you. Basketball fans, which NBA player holds the record for the most points in the single All-Star game?
That's a tough one. My guess would be Wilt Chamberlain. He was a scoring machine back in the day.
A great guess, but the answer is Kobe Bryant. He scored 37 points in the 2011 NBA All-Star Game, which remains the record to this day.
Wow, that's a legend right there. Thanks for playing along.
And that wraps up this week's sports update. We'll be back next time with more exciting highlights and news.
Be sure to tune in to the...
Hi, I'm Natalie Garcia and I own a flower business. I started in 2023, so it's about to be like 3 years since I started. My favorite part is that I get to work with different people and different kind of flowers, so it's something different every day. I got the idea from TikTok or like myself. I wanted to start a new hobby, so I started doing research, and that's where I started learning from YouTube and like TikTok. I just wanted something different as a hobby. And I know a lot of people have like other businesses, and I wanted to do something different that I didn't see a lot, which was flowers. Some clients don't really have an idea when they come to me, so they ask me to like be creative. So that's where like my personal creativity comes in, and I can like do and create any kind of flower arrangement that I want. And some people do come with like an inspo picture or like something that they do want and have in mind. It varies a lot. It can go from like a really small bouquet for like 25 roses or like 50, and it just depends on what the client wants. They can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's Pretty Flowers X Nat.
Well, that wraps up this episode of Eagle News.
We've had a great time bringing you the latest stories and events from Mount Leicester.
Remember, if you miss anything, you can always catch us up on our YouTube channel.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where you can stay in the loop and behind the scenes clips and sneak peeks.
Big thanks to our amazing crew and everyone who helped make this episode possible.
See you next time on Eagle News.